Most people will walk into 2026 the same way they walked into 2025, full of hope, zero real change. And here's the brutal truth nobody wants to say out loud. It's not because they lacked motivation. It's because they were building the wrong habits. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 10 habits that will literally reshape how you think, how you feel, and how you show up every single day. These aren't fluffy self-help tips. These are battle-tested routines that people who actually win in life quietly use while everyone else sleeps on them. Stick around, because number 7 is the one most people skip, and it's probably why they keep failing every single year. Habit number 1: win the morning before the world wakes up. Here's something wild. The most successful people on the planet don't check their phones first thing in the morning. I know. You're probably thinking, but I just need to check one notification. That one notification, it hijacks your entire brain before you've even had a sip of coffee. The habit? Own your first 30 minutes. No phone, no social media, no news, just you. Whether that's stretching, journaling, or just sitting in silence, that quiet time in the morning is where your best self gets built. Think of your mind like a blank canvas at 5 a.m. Every notification is someone else painting on it. Don't hand them the brush. And before you think, I'm not a morning person, that's not a personality trait. It's just a habit you haven't broken yet. But hold that thought, because habit number 3 is what makes this actually work. Habit number 2, the 2-minute rule. Stop procrastinating forever. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's actually your brain protecting you from the discomfort of starting. Crazy, right? So here's the fix. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to that email. Wash that one dish. Send that text. Done. Gone. Off your plate. This habit sounds tiny, but it rewires how you deal with tasks. You stop letting small things pile up into a mountain of anxiety. And that mental clarity, it carries over into everything else you do. It's like clearing browser tabs on your laptop. Your mental RAM suddenly has room to breathe again. Habit number 3, protect your sleep like it's your salary. Nobody brags about getting 8 hours of sleep, but everybody brags about working until 2 a.m., and that's exactly why most people feel like they're running on fumes. Sleep isn't rest, it's repair. It's literally when your brain files away memories, flushes toxins, and resets your emotional regulation. Miss it consistently, and no amount of coffee, motivation, or hustle will compensate. The habit? Set a hard stop. Pick a time, say 10:30 p.m., and start winding down. No screens. Dim the lights. Let your brain know the day is done. And here's the twist. Once you fix your sleep, the morning habit gets effortless. It's like dominoes. One habit knocks the next one into place. Habit number 4. Move your body every single day, even just 10 minutes. Before your eyes glaze over, I'm not asking you to become an athlete. I'm asking you to move every single day. Exercise isn't just about how you look. It's a drug, a completely free, side effect only good drug that boosts your dopamine, sharpens your focus, reduces anxiety, and literally makes you more creative. 10 minutes, a walk, a quick stretch, a few push-ups. That's the entry price. The magic isn't in the intensity, it's in the consistency. People who exercise daily aren't more disciplined than you. They just fell in love with how it makes them feel. Give it 21 days, and so will you. Habit number 5. Read 10 pages a day. Compound your mind. Think about this. 10 pages a day. Sounds like nothing, right? But that's 3,650 pages a year. That's roughly 12 books in 1 year, just from 10 pages a day. Now imagine doing that for 5 years. You'd have read more than most doctors, lawyers, and experts in almost any field you choose. Reading compounds. Every book you finish adds a new framework to how you see the world. One book might completely change how you handle conflict. Another might show you a business idea. Another might save your relationship. Don't have time? Replace one scroll session with 10 pages. Your future self will not miss the Instagram reels, I promise. Habit number 6. Audit your circle without guilt. Jim Rohn said it decades ago, and it's still annoyingly true. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This isn't about being cold or cutting people off dramatically. It's about being intentional. Are the people around you pushing you forward or comfortable keeping you stuck? The habit? Do a quiet audit. Who do you feel energized after talking to? Who leaves you exhausted or small? Start slowly gravitating toward the first group. You don't have to ghost anyone, just redirect your energy. The right people don't just support your dreams, they challenge you to have bigger ones. And that changes everything.
Habit number 7. Learn one skill that makes you unkillable, the one people skip. And here it is, habit number 7, the one I promised you, the one most people completely ignore every single year. Pick one income-relevant skill and get 1% better at it every day. Not a hobby, a skill that makes you more valuable. Copywriting, video editing, data analysis, sales, public speaking, AI tools, something the world will literally pay for. We are living in the greatest self-education era in human history. YouTube, online courses, free tutorials, the information to become world-class at almost any skill exists, and it's basically free. The only thing stopping you is you. One skill, compounded over 365 days, can completely change your income, your career, your entire life trajectory. Don't sleep on this one.
Habit number 8. Practice gratitude. No, seriously, it's science. I know. Gratitude journaling sounds like something from a pastel Instagram post. But hear me out, because the neuroscience on this is actually wild. When you intentionally focus on what's going well, even tiny things, your brain literally starts rewiring to look for more of it. It's called the reticular activating system. Your brain filters reality based on what you tell it to look for. 3 things. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Make them specific. Not, I'm grateful for my family. Try, I'm grateful my daughter laughed at breakfast today. The specificity is what activates the feeling. The feeling is what rewires the brain. Do this for 30 days and watch how differently you experience your life. Same life, completely different experience. Habit number 9. Say no more than you say yes. Every yes you say to the wrong thing is a no to the right thing. Read that again. Most people are exhausted not because they're doing too much, but because they're doing too much of the wrong stuff. Saying yes out of guilt, out of fear of missing out, out of not wanting to disappoint people. The habit? Create a simple filter. Before you commit to anything, ask, does this move me toward my goals? Does this align with my values? If the answer isn't a clear yes, it's a no. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. That's not a coincidence. That's a strategy.
Habit number 10. Review your week every Sunday. The 15-minute ritual that changes everything. Most people race through life and never stop to ask, is this actually working? Every Sunday, just 15 minutes, sit down and ask yourself 3 questions. What went well this week? What didn't go well? What's the one thing I can focus on next week to move the needle? That's it. Simple. But the people who do this consistently don't just work harder, they work smarter. They course correct early. They celebrate small wins. They stay connected to why they started. Without this habit, you're driving a car and never checking the GPS. You might be moving fast. You might just be lost.
10 habits, 1 year. One version of yourself you actually respect. Look, you don't need to start all 10 tomorrow. Pick 2, just 2. The ones that hit you in the chest when you heard them. Start there. Build the foundation and let the rest follow. Because here's what I know to be true. The people who will look back on 2026 with pride, they're not waiting for January 1st. They're starting right now, today, with whatever messy, imperfect, not ready version of themselves they've got. The only habit that doesn't work is the one you never start. If this video gave you one thing to think about, drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know which habit hit different for you. And if you want more content like this, the kind that actually challenges you to level up, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one. Don't waste 2026.